would like to start with the questions from the press. We have Coach Luigi Trillo and Chris Newsom of the Meralco Bolts.
Coach, what a way to come back. I think you shot terribly in the first half. Ano kayo nakabawi?
Yeah, you have to give Ginebra credit in sa first half. Their defense was on point. We were a little bit out of control. I thought our defense played better in the second half. Third quarter, 19 points Ginebra. Fourth quarter, 14. You know, they're a disciplined team. They're a well-coached team. They have a lot of weapons, but I think we did well. Then we fueled that, and then it was nice to see these guys put the ball in the hole. We had 26 in the third, 33 in the fourth, diba? So it's always tough when you play Ginebra. You know, the momentum was on our side, but I think maganda yung ginawa natin. Then I also recognize we went 4 small, so we were able to attack them in certain points of attack in the second half.
No, just talk about the way you took over in the second half.
I mean, for me, it was just about keeping the confidence, not just myself, but in the team. I mean, my coach said we didn't shoot very well, but our defense was still okay, not giving up more than 25 points in a quarter. That's kind of our goal. We just had to focus in and get our legs right and continue to shoot open shots. There tends to be, you know, a little bit of hesitancy whenever you're missing your shots. You know, me specifically, I just wanted to make sure that I continued to show that you have to shoot with confidence, regardless of what your percentages are. If it's an open shot, if the defense is giving that to you, then you have to shoot it. And I just kept telling the other guys too, if you have the open shot, make sure you take it, regardless if you missed the first one, if you missed the last 5. So I'm proud of the guys for gutting it out and for staying disciplined in what we do as a team. And not faltering and going our separate ways, but you can definitely see our team chemistry today.
New congratulations.
Thank you.
You mentioned last game that it's very important that you keep your mental aspect of the game in order to turn around the CO2 start. With this kind of victory coming back from a 16-point deficit, how huge was it for your team moving forward?
Yeah, it's you know, big for not just myself, but for the whole organization and for the team. You know, starting 0-2, that was pretty heavy for us, especially you know, the way we lost. And so for us, it's really about making sure that we're there for each other, not just physically but mentally. And you know, in our locker room, the guys are continuing to cheer each other. You can see our bench standing up whenever guys are making plays. You can see guys diving for loose balls, and it's a lot of those things that don't show up on the stat sheet that really makes this team what it is. And you know, I just want to continue to build our chemistry. I mean, this is still early in the season. We got a long way to go, so we can't be too high right now. We got a lot of work to be done. So if anything, there's a lot of things that we did wrong today that we got to go out and fix. So we're going to go look at those things and not be satisfied with just this win, because it's just one win. We still got a lot more games to be played in this conference.
Coach, nung fourth quarter, nung na-control naman yung game, among those responsible is si CJ Cancino. So far sa season na to, mukhang he's been producing well for your team amid wins and losses.
Well, part of his growth is the vets helping him out, right? So normally the ball's in loose hands or CB or EB or Bong, but CJ's been a revelation for us. He's also trying to play defense. But I think it's these guys giving him confidence, right? So the younger guys helping out Bong, CJ, but it's nice to see them when you're playing a team like Ginebra. You need more than 2 players, right? So I think defensively that kind of put us in a position, and then we felt that, right? We felt that after the defense, I think we were able to get our flow after sa offense. But you're not gonna beat Ginebra if you're expecting to outscore them every time, right? So I think in the second half we played better defense, and then we allowed CJ, we allowed Bong, and do handle the ball in terms of attacking with those two.
For both, it's been a killer week for you guys, but after winning over Ginebra, you're gonna come back on Sunday in Paraguay, Montalban to face the Magnolia Shots who won earlier. They expect a defensive battle. How big will it be to win over Magnolia going to Japan for the EASL?
It's gonna be a tough one, but that's how sometimes these players thrive sa mga ganyan na sitwasyon, right? Like you have 3 games, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Montalban, second game. Siguro we'll get home already 2 a.m. and then we have a flight in the morning, but sometimes those type of situations, it's up to them to challenge themselves, right? We have high respect for Magnolia. We know Ellie's doing a good job with them. They play both ends of the floor. We're gonna have to dig deep to even have a chance against Magnolia because it's our 3rd game in 5 days.
For me, I think I pulled the guys together and I said, this is a playoff schedule. And if we expect to be in the playoffs, then we should be able to play every other day. We should be able to play Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So like we're talking about mentality, our mentality is we have to play like we want to play in the playoffs. And this is a great test for us. So it's not an excuse for us. I feel like we take it for what it is because and our bodies for the playoffs.
And that concludes our post-game press conference. Thank you, Coach Luigi. Thank you, Noah. Take it on your way.